Good morning. This is Marion from Live Simple and Garden. I just thought I'd show you my winter garden. That's where I had the Brussels sprouts. They're still there. On mild days, I still didn't come out and pick some. We had a bunch just before Christmas. It was great. My fridge has a great big bag of them in there. The garden was all cut down. I like to leave some of the stuff, but this year I did mow quite a bit of it off. I have strawberries underneath the snow in front of the cold frame. The cold frame had lettuce in it, but the mice got them. So I'm thinking I'll haul up that cold frame, put wire on the bottom so that the mice can't get into it this year. Have a bench to sit down and relax when you get tired. I have an old lamp, and it was like a little ornamental wind turbine. I use those for my for my runner beans. They like to go up the pole. The hummingbirds love the runner bean blossoms, and the runner beans are excellent to eat. I have my compost bin there, and some hooks to hang some hanging baskets on. In this garden, it's quite big. You can't tell by the snow, but I had potatoes in here this year. I had a lot of peas. The sugar snap peas, they grow 5 to 6 feet tall. I did take all the trellises down over the winter because most of them are made from bamboo. I didn't want them to get rotted. And up in the corner, you can see some white post up there, and there's some blueberry bushes, high bush blueberries. Actually, this year was the first year I got any amount off them. Usually it's only a few berries. I did get a little bit more. Hopefully next year I'll get more again. I had carrots in this garden, and I had some corn. Lots of string beans, which I bottle for the winter. The sugar snap peas, I froze them for the winter. I'm really, really liking those. So this year I have a lot more to plant. And I can't think right now. Oh, garlic. I have garlic here. It's planted underneath the snow too. There's a stick over on the other side of the Brussels sprouts. And I like to grow Egyptian onions because they're nice to have an early onion in the spring. Celery. I had oodles of celery, which I brought a bunch in and dried. It's really nice to use. You see the river down there today. It's trying to freeze over. It's really nice. When we bought this land, it was a cow pasture, so none of these trees were planted. We just planted them over the years. It's great. These are my raspberry canes. A nice big raspberry comes on these. I love them. We had 2 lovely plum trees. We got lots of plums off them for years. Then all of a sudden we got black knot just out of control. So we ended up cutting the trees down. But now they're growing back up again. There's a couple spots there, and they're trying to grow it amongst my raspberries too. So I'm going to dig a couple out, put them along the edge of the property, and let 2 main ones grow here. I'm going to cut the smaller ones off and see if we can't keep the black knot under control. I've learned that if you trim the black knot off in winter and don't let it touch the ground and take the branches and burn them right away, that it'll keep them under control. Whereas I cut them off in the fall before and I let the branches touch the ground. So then I guess the spores go into the soil, and then the next year I had so much black knot in the trees. It was just crazy. So I'm learning over time. Here used to be a flower garden. I used to have a lot of perennials here. But now I am putting veggies here. So this year we had corn. We had a lot of corn. You can see the stalks are still over there, right over at the right. And all these sticks were where I had tomatoes. I got a lot of tomatoes this year. I had tomatoes right up till almost Christmas, I guess. Yeah, I did a lot of tomato sauces and salsa, and I just like to do the tomatoes to use for later to make in chilies and pizza sauce, etc. I had cucumbers in here, zucchini, pumpkins. I had oodles of pumpkins this year. I still have pumpkins in the house, and I still have zucchini in the house that I just cooked a pumpkin part of it yesterday or the day before. I made a pumpkin crisp, which was really nice. I never did that before. Anyway, this garden, I left the all the stalks and everything so the birds can go in. And I noticed when I was walking out, there was a lot of juncos out here and chickadees just having a field day. There is a few sunflower stalks still left. I really like this garden. Here is some cosmo stems still left. I always like to put flowers in my garden. I usually have cosmos, bachelor buttons, marigolds, calendulas. I like to have them because they attract the bees and the birds and just a little bit of everything. It's great. And of course, you get the benefit of having your bouquets, which is lovely. This is my garden shed. I keep all my tools in. It's getting a little bit hard looking. I'll have to give it some fresh paint. And over here I have grapevines. It's a Concord grape that I grow, and I've actually took all these ones off of cuttings off of my main vine. And I like to make juices. I don't drink wine, so I usually just use it for juices. And we eat a lot in the fall because we love them. Anyway, I got to put another wire up at the top and get them pruned quite a bit. But they're really great. Anyway, that's my video today. I hope you enjoyed it. You have a good day. Bye-bye.